everyone, it's Jared here, and today we're going to talk about some rock drumming fills. And these fills are geared more towards a drummer who's just starting out or just getting comfortable with playing different fills. Now, I've split up 20 different fills over 4 separate videos. Now, it's very important that you go through these fills and learn them in the order that they're presented, because I present them in a way where it teaches you different techniques along the way. Because there is billions of fills we could learn, and I could sit here and just play a fill and it'll be a little bit different every time. And so what I did when I wrote these, I really tried to write something that is going to set you up to be creative and come up with your own fills and teach you related techniques that are really great for writing your own drum fills. Okay, so we're going to start right at the beginning. So even if you're just starting out playing drums, this is a great place to start. So with all these fills, I always suggest that you don't just learn to play it once, right, and then move on to the next one. I really think you should learn to play it at 2 different tempos. Okay, the tempos that I'm showing you, I'm going to do them at 60 and 100 beats per minute. And I'd recommend, before moving on, you play it for 2 minutes straight without any mistakes, or with very little mistakes. And so if you can play all these fills at 100 beats per minute cleanly for 2 minutes with no mistakes, then you're ready to move on to the next video within this course. Okay? So I just wanted to get that out of the way so I don't have to say it after every fill, because I think it's really important that you get comfortable with the techniques associated with each fill before moving on. So let's get started on the first drum fill. Now we're doing 1/8 notes. Okay? So 1/8 notes are basically 2 hits per 1 count of the metronome when I'm playing. And the first fill starts out with 4 hits on the snare, so 4 1/8 notes on the snare, 2 in the high tom, and then 2 on the floor tom. Now this might be easy for some of you. Some of you might be looking at this and be like, oh, I can easily play that. Try and do it for a little bit longer, an extended period of time, and really focus on how you're playing it, not just what you're playing. You want to make sure that you're not burning the stick into the drum head. You want to make sure that the drums sing. Just like when we play the bass drum and we bury the beater, it sounds a certain way. And when we play the bass drum and we let the beater come off the head, it sounds a little bit different. Right? So with drumming, you want to do the same thing. You want to really be conscious of that as you play these types of fills, and any fills for that matter. Okay, so I'm going to go into this one and play it for you guys at 60 and 100 beats per minute. The next fill we're going to discuss is an 1/8 note fill again, but the hands are going to be played in unison. By unison, I mean the exact same time. This is something I use all the time when I want to build up into a chorus or build down into a verse, but it's something that generally the whole band will do together, kind of, right? And so practice it all at the same volume, and then practice it going up in volume and going down in volume. Okay? Here we go. I'll demonstrate it for you now. The third fill is an eighth note linear fill. Now by linear, I mean nothing is being played at the same time. And fill number 1 was technically linear as well, but it was all with the hands, and so we don't really consider that a linear fill when we're not including the feet, although technically it is a linear fill. Here I start incorporating the foot in there. This is where most beginners fall short, and they never incorporate the foot in their fills. So they're playing a nice big fat groove, and they go to a fill and it just thins out. So adding in that one bass drum hit on count 2 makes a big difference. And when first learning something like this, especially a linear fill, you might want to just do it on your legs first. So on your legs, it would just look like this. Right, left, bass, right, left, right, crash. All right, so what else is different about this? Well, because we're ending with our right hand, we're going to crash with our left. Now you can also end with your right and crash with your right, but this is another one of those related techniques that is going to come up throughout these fill ideas that I'm showing you. Okay, so ending with our right on the fill, crashing with our left. So let's try it again. Right, left, bass, right, left, crash. Back into the beat. Let's try it. Number 4 is a little bit more complex linear pattern. We got 2 separate bass drums in there. We got a bass drum on count 1, and we have a bass drum on count 4. So let's, again, just on our legs, try out this pattern. Bass, right, left, bass, left. Now you could also, at the end, go bass, right. Let's try that. Bass, right, left, bass, right. Then you'd crash with your left. If you hit the last note with your left hand, you crash with your right. But this is the best way to start this thing. Even while you're watching this video, just do it with me, right? Bass, right, left, bass, right, crash. Dun, cha, dun, 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 cha. Bass, right, left, bass, left, crash. All right, let's try it out. And the final fill within this video is something that I like to do, actually played as 16th notes, but I really wanted to break it down for you more so even someone just starting out could play the same idea. And so this is kind of built off of an accent pattern, but we won't worry about that now. We'll just worry about the sticking and the orchestration. Okay, so we start in the high tom, so it goes high tom, snare, snare, high tom, floor tom, snare, snare, high tom, crash. Everything is alternating. Okay, so it's right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left throughout the whole thing. Okay, so it goes high tom, snare, snare, high tom, floor tom, snare, snare, high tom, crash. Let's try it out. And those are the 5 fills that I want you to start with. These work great within rock music. You got your linear technique that we're starting to work on. You got crashing with the left hand that we're starting to work on. We got the unison stuff that we're starting to work on. And so this is really going to help you develop a solid foundation of playing some really cool rock drum fills. So once you can play these each for 2 minutes straight without any mistakes at the faster tempo, feel free to move on to the next video in this course. I'll see you there.